What is going on, Red Star? We got something super cool here. We're going to take a look at the Marvel Crisis Protocol starter set. Runs about 90 bucks. Really cool game. I've been checking out a lot of battle reports to see how it actually plays, because I was interested in it because A, it's Marvel. It's got all sorts of awesome characters, and the support for this game is absolutely unreal. Within the first year of release, I think they released 61 characters that are not these that you see included in a starter set. So that way that you can build and paint your favorite factions from the Marvel Universe: X-Men, Avengers, the Spider-Man's foes, the Defenders, Brotherhood of Mutants, so on and so on and so on. 61 freaking characters to choose from. That is amazing. So we're going to take a look at the core set. Like I said, it runs about 90 bucks. And inside of it, you get, let's flip it over, see what you get. You get some terrain, like a newsstand from the Daily Bugle. Basically, it looks like a New York street, kind of like a street terrain setup, some cars and taxi cabs and things, as well as these characters. You got Doc Ock, Captain Marvel, freaking, I'm drawing a blank. I don't know why I just draw, Ultron, excuse me, Spider-Man, Crossbones, Red Skull, Black Widow, of course my boy Captain America, Iron Man, and Baron Zemo. So, also, the cool thing about this game is that the terrain really plays a part of the game. For instance, Hulk, who's not in the starter set, but like some of the big characters can pick up some of the terrain and throw them. You can also pick up other characters and throw them or bash them around and stuff like that. So that's all within the rules of the game, but let's go ahead and open this bad boy up and check it out. Isn't this one of your favorite parts of the hobby, is just opening up a starter set? All right, we got a little bit of a rule book. I'm a little spoiled because the last thing I opened up was the Blood Bowl Season 2 edition, and I didn't think that there was going to be a hardcover rule book, but this is anyways, Learn to Play rule book. You can also get the rule book in PDF format for free on their website. Character cards. This is so cool because they're drawn in comic book style, so each of these cards has their abilities, their stats, everything you need to know. So no, there's no codexes or anything like that in this game. You get the character cards, and it tells all of their abilities and what it is that they do right on them. And each character has two versions of it. So once their health drops to 0, I think it starts on the blue side, and once their health drops to 0, you flip the card, and then they will have their abilities. They might get more abilities, or their abilities will be tweaked because they're either they're either more jacked up, more fragile, more threatened, or so on and so forth. It's not a miniatures game, of course, if it doesn't have tokens. So here's all the tokens. I haven't read the rule book totally just yet, but they got damage tokens, objective counters, things of that nature. The plastic. Oh. Isn't it awesome to get out of a D6 world that we normally live in? I love Games Workshop games that all revolve around a D6, but there's very little variance in success and failure with the D6. So jumping it up to a D8 gives a little bit more success, failure, depending on, I guess, how many sides on what counts for success and what counts for failure. Anyways, Games Workshop will never jump to a D8, but that's it's as it is now. Having a D6 and being able to do multiple things to mitigate those rolls or to redo rolls, I am kind of already over it. So this comes as a breath of fresh air. We got some terrain pieces. We got some street lights, stamp street lights, the bases for the buildings and stuff like that. You'll be able to make like a newsstand. You'll be able to make like a post office and some cool terrain stuff. And of course, all the beautiful plastic garbage cans, things like that. And of course, the actual characters some of the characters themselves. Everything's packed away pretty nicely. Bases. One of the cool things about when you buy the characters, like additional characters, like you'll buy one character. For instance, I bought Rocket and Groot, and they each came with a sprue of multiple bases. So you get your choice of like scenic bases. Scenic bases are always better than the black stamped ones. And then some more of your characters, objective cards, and how to set up the game cards. So setting up a game, the objectives of the game are done at the beginning of a mission. So you can't really build your team, I suppose, to know what it is that you're supposed to do, and that'll be dictated on the draw, which is pretty cool. So scale-wise, I have these already built. This is Groot, and he's in the Rocket and Groot pack, and that's about $25. And then here is a Blood Bowl Troll, and they're about the same size. If you guys can't see that, apologies for the quality. And of course, Rocket is small, and he's about the size of a Blood Bowl Goblin here. There's a lot of stuff to focus on. It's not particularly catching the focus anyways, but they're about the same size. So I know that a lot of people are still not playing as much or not playing at all because of the pandemic, but hopefully 2021 sees the return of most gamers as things start to settle down a bit. And frankly, I hope to see some people playing Crisis Protocol, because it would be super cool. It's super thematic. Everything that you love about the Marvel Universe is represented. Characters can fly, they can web crawl on buildings, they can pick up terrain. So all of those cool battle moments that you see in the comics, that you've seen in the movies, you should be able to do those with the abilities given to the characters themselves. So anyways, that's Marvel Crisis Protocol. Gonna get these put up together, get these painted, and hopefully I'll see you guys at a game store. Thanks for watching.